Hi folks, Mr. Sabah here, and we're going to be learning the snare drum part for Actium by Anne McGinty. The piece has a lot of challenges to it that we're going to do a review over before I actually play it for you. The piece is fast. It says allegro at the front of it, which means cheerful or joyful, and it's 120 beats a minute. So I really recommend you start the piece at 80 beats a minute. Practice it slowly till you can get the rhythms correctly and that you can count the rest correctly. And then work your way gradually to 90 beats a minute, then maybe 100 beats a minute, then maybe 110 beats a minute, until you get to the final tempo of this piece, 120 beats per minute. We'll be playing a lot of 16th notes, which are played, and grip is so important on 16th notes and also the corresponding buzz rolls that we play. Grip is so terribly important. Whenever we're playing a 16th note, the fingers need to be touching the stick. The stick can move a little bit here, but it can never be floppy in, or otherwise we lose control of the stick. We're never holding onto the stick with a death grip because that's going to tighten up our wrists and not allow us to move functionally. Look what happens when I tighten up my wrists. Can't move them, then my whole arm starts to move and I look kind of like a toy robot. You don't want to do that. Sticks move nice and smooth and fluidly. The height of the stroke on the drum is related to the volume. Low is soft, high is loud. Rapid musical passages need to be played lower, not higher. So if I'm playing 16th notes, I'm not going to play them super high. Why? Well, they lose definition and character and they sound kind of slammy. That's a good forte. And you don't need to play a lot louder than that. You need to play with control and precision. So too, we have our snare drum lining up right in front of us, and the snare drum, or the snare bed, is right in front of us with the strainer right in front of us, so that we always play over the snare bed. When we play softer, we'll play a little bit lower, but we'll also play at the edge. Then mezzo piano, a little bit higher, a little bit farther from the edge. Mezzo forte, a little bit more in, a little bit higher. And forte, dead center, and a little bit higher yet. We never slam, we never tighten. We never hold on tight, and we never hit harder. Okay? And when we play an accent, the accent, which there are no accents in this piece, is played higher. But there are no accents in this piece. So I don't want you to play higher. I want you to play with finesse and precision. Okay? And then two, the rolls. These are all going to be closed rolls, also called multiple bounce or buzz rolls. And as we play them, we're going to tighten down a little bit on the fulcrum, and we're going to let the stick move here. Not here, between the fingers and the stick, but the stick in the palm a little bit. And we're going to keep a 16th note when we do it. All I'm doing is tightening down a little tiny bit on the fulcrum, and I'm letting the stick move a little bit, and it gets out of buzz roll immediately. In order to keep tempo consistent with the rest of the piece, because there's a lot of rapid musical passages, I want to make sure I'm playing a 16th note through the buzz roll. How I do that is I take my right hand, in my case my right hand, and I'm going to think 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and 1, in order for me to track where I am in those 16th notes. And I'm still touching the stick. I'm just not holding on to it really hard. Okay? So those are some clues for the buzz roll in Actium. Let's give this a shot. We're going to start it from the beginning. Again, it's tricky and it's a pretty quick tempo. So build up to it and make sure that you're accurate. Turning the wrists so that it's smooth, relaxed. And you can play lower to the surface. You don't have to play super high because you want to have the notes sound controlled. Okay? So I'm going to turn on my metronome. I want you to have good posture behind the drum. I want you tapping your foot. I want you to make sure that you create a V and that you keep that close to the drum. Okay? Tap your toes. or move your heels, whichever works best for you. Make sure you have good posture, straight up and down. Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, play. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Tambourine 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2. Get ready and play. 2, 3, 4. Tambourine 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now get ready to play. This is 35. Now. 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Get ready. 2, 3. Get ready for the flam. 2, 3, now. Now, if you notice, as I was playing through it, even on the loud sections, I never really slammed the drum. I just played it smooth and even, precise, and I made sure that I held onto the stick all the way through it. Now, I want you to make sure that you can play this piece accurately. So start out slow, work on short chunks. I often use the description that at Thanksgiving, when you go to sit down and there's all this wonderful food on the table, well, you're not going to take a whole bunch and eat as much as you can on the first start. You might take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and enjoy it. Enjoy that small bit of food. So too in the music. Take a small bit, practice it, enjoy it. Then later on, as you string it together, the whole piece, you can construct it and connect it just like you've eaten the whole Thanksgiving meal. Okay, I hope you're doing well, and I look forward to seeing you soon.